At its lowest point, this forest was disappearing faster than anyone could measure. Millions of acres gone, species pushed to the edge, and a silence spreading where there had once been an orchestra of life. Today, that same jungle holds some of the most remarkable conservation recoveries on the planet, and the story of how it got there is unlike anything you've heard before. Deep in the geographic center of Africa lies a living system so vast and complex that scientists still haven't fully mapped it. The Congo Rainforest covers more than 1.4 million square miles and spreads across 6 nations: the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Cameroon, the Republic of the Congo, the Central African Republic, Gabon, and Equatorial Guinea. This is not simply a forest. It is a planetary machine, the second lung of the Earth. Every year, it absorbs approximately 1.32 billion US tons of CO2, acting as a carbon sink that holds the global atmosphere in a fragile balance. The forest shelters more than 10,000 species of plants, over 1,000 species of birds, 700 species of fish, and 400 species of mammals. 30% of those species are endemic, found nowhere else on Earth. Lose them here, and they are gone entirely. In the flooded northern zones, beneath canopies so dense that midday looks like dusk, the African forest elephant moves in near total silence. Loxodonta cyclidus is the smallest of the 3 living elephant species, averaging between 7.9 and 9.8 feet in height and weighing between 2 and 6 US tons. Its tusks are shorter, straighter, and angled downward, a precise adaptation for moving through dense vegetation. Those tusks are also heavier and harder than those of savanna elephants, built for digging roots and minerals from the forest floor. Forest elephants live in small family groups of typically 2 or 3 individuals, maintaining a fission-fusion social structure where groups merge or separate depending on food availability. Their ecological role is irreplaceable. Certain massive tree species, including the giant okume, can only germinate after passing through an elephant's gut. By favoring high-density trees, forest elephants directly increase the forest's carbon storage capacity. If they disappeared, that capacity could drop by 6 to 9%, a loss that would echo across the entire global climate system. Where the elephant is a quiet gardener, the African leopard is the forest's silent executioner. Panthera pardus pardus is built for the perfect kill. Males range from 132 to 201 pounds and measure between 4.3 and 6.2 feet in length. Their coat, grayish-yellow with unique black rosettes, dissolves into the pattern of light and shadow filtering through the canopy. Leopards do not chase. They wait, then strike at up to 37 miles per hour. Kills are hauled into trees to keep them from lions and hyenas. Their roar carries up to 1.9 miles and marks territory without physical confrontation. By controlling populations of medium-sized herbivores, leopards keep the ecosystem's balance intact. In the central Congo, temperatures hold steady between 75 and 81 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Here, chimpanzees have built one of the most sophisticated social systems in the animal kingdom. Pan troglodytes are one of the 2 primate species genetically closest to humans. Adult males weigh between 88 and 154 pounds and stand between 3.9 and 5.6 feet upright. They use tools, solve complex problems, and recognize themselves in mirrors, a cognitive marker shared with humans, dolphins, and elephants. They also hunt cooperatively, using specific vocalizations to coordinate movements and assign roles, sharing kills according to social hierarchy. Above them, the African gray parrot, Psittacus erythacus, operates on an entirely different frequency. Measuring around 13 inches and weighing between 14 and 18 ounces, it is one of the most cognitively advanced birds alive. In the wild, it communicates through complex calls and disperses seeds across the forest, functioning as an aerial gardener maintaining canopy diversity. In the eastern Congo, the Virunga and Ruwenzori mountain ranges rise above 13,000 feet. Temperatures average between 50 and 59 degrees Fahrenheit and can fall below freezing at night. This is the exclusive habitat of the mountain gorilla, Gorilla baringae. Silverbacks weigh between 298 and 485 pounds, stand up to 5.7 feet tall, and consume between 40 and 44 pounds of vegetation per day. Troops range from 5 to 30 individuals. Mountain gorillas also demonstrate emotional complexity, holding hands, grooming, and resting in physical contact, behaviors that maintain social cohesion in ways that look unmistakably like care. Further south, the Congo transitions into dry tropical forest and open savanna. Plains zebras migrate in herds of around 250,000 individuals, reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. Grevy's zebras, the largest wild zebra species at up to 992 pounds, can survive 5 days without water, but their population has declined by 80%, with only around 3,000 remaining. The impala reaches 37 miles per hour in zigzagging bursts, leaps up to 33 feet in length, and carries scent glands that release chemical signals during flight, allowing herds to follow each other through dust and chaos. The waterbuck weighs up to 595 pounds and secretes a musky oil so unpleasant that many predators actively avoid hunting it when alternatives exist. Presiding over all of this are the lions. The Katanga lions of the southern Congo have lost up to 43% of their population in the last 20 years. Roughly 23,000 remain. Males weigh up to 600 pounds and reach about 10 feet in length. Living in prides of 15 to 40 individuals, lionesses handle cooperative hunting while males defend territory. Near water sources, they coordinate ambushes capable of bringing down African buffalo weighing up to 1,984 pounds. Now the threats. Over the past century, average temperatures in the Congo region have risen between 0.9 and 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Projections for 2050 suggest an additional increase of 2.7 to 4.5 degrees. Flood frequency has risen, while dry seasons in some zones have seen rainfall drop by up to 20%. Breeding seasons, migration patterns, and fruiting cycles are all shifting in ways that compound each other. From 2002 to the present, the Congo Rainforest has lost around 41 million acres of primary forest, roughly 6% of its total cover, an area comparable in size to England. Between 2001 and 2010, the annual loss rate was 0.13%. Between 2010 and 2014, it accelerated to 0.44%, more than triple. Approximately 5.5 million U.S. tons of bushmeat are consumed or traded in Central Africa each year, emptying forests of fauna even where trees still stand. But the story does not end there. Mountain gorilla populations, once reduced to 680 individuals in 2008, have recovered to more than 1,630 confirmed individuals as of 2023. The result of cross-border collaboration between the DRC, Rwanda, and Uganda, combining anti-poaching enforcement, veterinary surveillance, and community ecotourism that gives local populations a direct economic stake in the gorilla's survival. In the Republic of the Congo, Odzala-Kokua National Park has seen meaningful progress under African Parks Management since 2010. Increased anti-poaching patrols, real-time monitoring, and drone surveillance have stabilized elephant populations in a region that was hemorrhaging them. GPS collars and camera traps now map leopard movement across protected corridors, allowing conservationists to design coexistence strategies before conflict escalates. The Congo is not a passive backdrop. It is an active, interdependent system, one where forest elephants engineer the carbon capacity of the trees, leopards regulate the herbivores that shape the vegetation, gray parrots scatter seeds that become the canopy, and mountain gorillas maintain social structures that have more in common with human communities than most people are comfortable admitting. Every thread connects. The future of this system depends on what happens in the next few decades, in policy rooms, in local communities, and in the decisions of people who may never set foot in the Congo, but whose choices shape its climate every day. Subscribe, leave a comment, and share this with someone who needs to see it. The Congo is still here. For now, that is enough to build on.